On January 24th, 2011, this is Pulling You, number 31, part 2. Greetings, friends. It's Michael here at BridgeHands, and we're going to reconvene. We're going to take a look at four hands, talk about some negative doubles, and get some of the basics squared down. Okay, off we go. On hand number 1, North is a dealer. Ace, King, fourth of diamonds, 7. Ace, Jack, 4 times in spades, another 5 makes 12. Beautiful Jack 10, 9, fourth of hearts, 13. Everything working, 1 diamond. East, Ace of hearts, 4, another 5 points for the King, Queen, fifth of spades, makes 9 points. Clubs, another 3 points, nice Queen, Jack, 9, fourth, 12 points, and Queen, double 10 of hearts, hard to say, isn't it? I think we would go 1 spade, no problem there. Most people overcall these days with as few as 8 points or so, and this is a nice hand. In fact, if we have support from partner, we don't know that we do at this point. 1 loser in hearts, perhaps 1 loser in spades, a couple in diamonds, and a couple in clubs. Good hand. So, definitely 1 spade. And now in South Seat. This is the opportunity for us to use our negative double. You'll recall when we have 4 cards in the unbid suit. That heart major, we can go ahead and make a negative double. So it went 1 diamond, 1 spade. We do a double to show that we have 6 points or more. Don't have a 5-card suit. We can go ahead and make a negative double. Pass by lefty. Our partner happily shows the 4-card heart support and bids 2 hearts. Partner does not want to bid 1 no trump, even though it's ace jack 4 times. Look at that club suit. Doesn't look that great. So we're definitely going to show the heart support, bid 2 hearts. And at this point, we go pass, pass, and we'll come back to this hand here. We'll go pass. On lead for East. What do you think? Well, since partner couldn't support spades, that's probably a good lead. So probably the King of Spade, top of a broken sequence, makes sense. King goes out, and we look at the dummy. We see 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So from East's perspective, not going to be much help since we have 15, and we know there's an opening hand to our right. So our partner does the 7. Looks like it could be a high-low sequence coming up. Good for you, Wes, for playing the high first and then a low. It's won by the ace, and so we need to have a plan. Declare, what is your plan? Well, there's no reason to rough clubs in your hand. You're going to be playing from your north hand perspective here, and so you have no losers in clubs. Looks like 1 loser in diamond, provided we rough, and we expect that they'll cooperate nicely. And in spades, looks like we're going to have an opportunity, hopefully do some roughing in the dummy hand. And we've got 1 heart loser, so we're going to be drawing trump, aren't we? Okay, we start off with a 5 of hearts up to our queen. There's no reason for East to take it. It could be a singleton king over here in West, so do not go up with your ace. And the queen holds. Comes back with another heart to the ace. Okay, East, what are you going to do now? Test with a queen of clubs. Ace is won by the dummy. Looks like we get an encouraging card from East. East apparently likes that suit. There's some hope here yet for West. Okay, after the ace, we play that remaining trump, so they were 3-2 split with the outstanding 5. We go with a diamond up to our ace. We play the king, and we give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. They win with the 10. Okay, you're on lead here, West. What do you want to lead? Well, our partner East began with a queen of clubs. Looked like it was a sequence, so that apparently is going to be a good suit. I don't see anything else that will work better. Plays the king of clubs, a rough. Okay. So Declare only had a singleton. Comes back with a 9 of diamonds, roughs it in the dummy. Plays a club to the jack. Let's follow on this one. What are we doing here? Why not play a spade? Well, if you'll recall, righty, East, opened 1 spade. So when we put righty in, look what we've got here. We've got an end play coming up. You see that? Plays a queen. The jack does not fall. And so we get an extra trick at the end. Very good, Declare. Okay, next hand. On hand number 2, let's go ahead and modify the deal a little bit. Let's go ahead and take a heart 6 from west and give it to south. And pour south, I think we need a little something on the other hand. And poor west needs a little something better, so let's go ahead and exchange the club king and the club ace so that west now has an ace. And since most people have 5-card suits on this hand, why don't we go ahead and give that club 2 over to the west hand from south. All right, let's take a look at this one. Once again, north is a dealer, opens 1 diamond. And same hand for our east, 1 spade. This time we have 5 hearts, but we can't really bid 2 hearts because we don't have our 10 points, not the 5 and dime. We've got the 5, but we don't have the 10, right? 5 points in hearts, king of clubs, 8 points, not enough distribution points, sorry. So what do we bid? So it goes 1 diamond, 1 spade. We do our double. Even though we have 5 cards, we can't make a bid at the 1 level. So we use our friend, the negative double. A pass by west. Partner north happily bids hearts. Not aware that partner has actually 5 hearts, bids 2 hearts. East, pass. Pass by south. Pass by west. Well, we'll come back to this on the next hand. But consider with a good 5 points, ace of clubs, jack 10, 8, 7, might want to go ahead and, in the pass-out seat, borrow a king from the partner. We talked about that last week. Balancing seat bids certainly apply here, but let's just go ahead and say that it plays at the 2 level, 2 hearts. All right, so north, it's your hand. And on play, once again, we're going to get the spade-king lead. Everybody follows, won by the ace of spades. Next, we come back and we immediately do the club singleton to the club king. Why? Well, if we wait till later on in the hand, they're certainly going to go ahead and cover, but if we can try to sneak it through, if east does have an ace, you know, they like to play second hand low. They're not sure if it's a singleton or not. They only have 4 there. In this case, it didn't really matter, but do these sneak plays before you get to track 10, 11, or 12. They'll figure out by then what's happening. Okay, they've won that trick. And what's their play going to come back here? So west, you can take a look at the dummy. You see in diamonds, 6, 5, 4. It looks like a good suit to come through, doesn't it? Maybe your partner's got some high honors. So we'll go ahead and play the jack of diamonds, top of a broken sequence. Won by the king, no encouragement, and a low diamond. Declare, going to draw some trump. A low trump. And you recall we ducked the first time through. Fine. We play another trump. Okay, it looks like they're 3-2. Fine. Back with the queen of clubs and a ruff. Good. We're drawing some trump by the declare. Who then plays the ace, drops the queen. Okay. Another diamond to the 8. At this point, we're going to play yet another diamond, get some trump off of the dummy. A 9 of spades, covered by the 10 this time. Okay, this time we didn't get a chance to do an end play on east. Comes back with a jack of clubs, is ruffed, a small spade ruff, and a ruff in hand. Making 9 tricks. Once again, very good, declare. So you can see on this hand as well, our friend, the negative double, came in very handy. We didn't have enough to go ahead and make a 2-heart bid. If we did over 1 spade, it would show 10 points or more, and our partner might go to game. And you can see we couldn't make game on that one, could we? We can only make the 3 level. Okay, next hand, number 3 coming up. All right, on this next hand, number 3, we're going to have north, once again, the dealer. Hands are rearranged a little bit. And what do we have for points? Ace, jack of spades, 5. Ace, king of diamonds, another 7 makes 12. 2 for the queen of clubs, sort of. Queen doubletons, I always wonder. 14. I'm curious, if this was rather than a 10 of hearts, if it was a jack of hearts, would you all put 1 no trump? I don't think I would with the quackers in those rounded suits. I don't think I would anyway. Just not so sure. But fortunately, we don't have to cross that bridge. We go ahead and open 1 diamond. East, you have a nice hand. 100 honors and hearts, there's 10 points. Not so sure. You've got a lot of quackers here too, don't you, in these other 3 suits, but you'll overcall 1 heart. Definitely a good lead director, and if partner can support, great. Okay, South. Our friend, the negative double, comes in. Now remember, we don't bid 1 spade unless we have 5 in this auction. This is a peculiarity of the negative doubles, but when we bid 5 at 1 spade, whereas how many we're promising, if we don't have 5, we only have 4, and they bid the heart suit, we do the double. This way, if we get in a competitive auction, our partner knows, us South, whether we have 4 or 5. So in this case, we do a double. A pass probably, I think, by West. And what do we want to bid? Or we want to show our 4-card spade suit. So we're going to go ahead and bid with not a lot of extras. We're just going to go ahead and bid 1 spade. East, do you feel like you want to treat this as though it's a 6-card suit? Ace, King, Queen, Jack? Oftentimes it's a good idea, but let's count our losers. Even if we win that suit, which we probably will, I don't think we're going to have 10/5 against this. We're going to have 3 losers in clubs, 2 in diamonds, that's 5, and perhaps another 3 is 8 losers. Not a terrific hand. So if you can trust your partner in the balancing seat to make a bid, borrowing a king from us, hopefully our partner can cooperate. Especially if vulnerable, I would not make a 2-heart bid with this hand. Okay, so it was 1 spade, pass. No extras here, just 2 black kings, pass. Now's your chance. West, you've got an ace, Jack 10, 8, 7. You can go ahead and take a preference for your heart. Your partner is promising 5. And unless you're vulnerable versus not and a little bit timid, I think you want to compete in this auction. This doesn't show you have 3. Your partner shouldn't punish you, so you're just keeping the auction alive in the pass-out seat. So 2 hearts. And North, do you want to bid again? Well, you kind of have a minimal hand, don't you? You don't like the fact you've got 3 hearts when they're bidding the heart suit. I'd say leave the final decision up to your partner. So pass the 2 hearts. Pass. Thank you, says East. 2 kings, kind of hard to say, isn't it? With a 4 triple 3, it's tough. Not vulnerable, I think you might borrow a king also. Now it's a really competitive auction, isn't it? And bids 2 spades, which is passed out. Okay, an interesting auction we have going. East, you are on lead. You have a very easy lead, don't you? The ace of hearts. And actually, West, you should have played the 8 and not the 7. Top of Doubleton. Okay, that's 1. Leads with the king. 8 are out. We've got another 3. Can see 1 in the dummy. Looks like if our partner would have signaled properly. Let's see what happens. Another heart. They've won the trick, so it goes ahead and pitches a club. Did you think about playing a higher club like the 7? Well, your ace is always behind the king, and probably with these intermediate values, you don't want that suit broken anyway. You'd probably just as soon have a diamond, although nothing much is going to help, is it? Okay, leading a queen of diamonds. Why the queen of diamonds there? For goodness sakes, what was that all about? You can't play a spade with queen 10 third, and we'll see what's going to happen on that one. But if we had played a club with the jack 9, that's a dangerous holding if they have the queen, and it turns out they do. So our partner didn't signal with the ace queen, a high 7 of clubs, and now we can see why the only logical sense, since if we played a heart, it's going to be a rough and slough, no good there. So we're just as well off to play the queen of diamonds. Partner's got something right. Partner did come up with a bid in the balancing seat. Okay, the ace of spade goes out. Finally some trumps, yes. And a queen of clubs. Oops, why are you not playing trump? Little risky there, isn't it? Okay, they win the ace. We come back with a diamond to our king. A club goes to the 10, and it holds. How about that? We were able to do a finesse, so it worked well for us anyway. A king of spades. They have a spade coming. This is the rule of 1. When they have 1 spade left as the boss, there's no reason to take it. Transportation is not an issue. They can't disrupt our transportation, so we'll go ahead and just play on and watch what happens here. We throw them in with the queen of spades rather than to play the diamond, and it's another type of end play we have here, isn't it? They have 2 hearts. They have to play a heart, and we get to ruff on one side and slough on the other. Isn't that elegant? They play the heart, we ruff on one side, come back with the other, and we go ahead and make our game. Making 2 spades was not easy, and I want to congratulate West for not just passing with a doubleton heart, and for East not pushing on to 3 hearts. Once they borrowed a king from you in pass-out seat, don't punish them and take you to 3. You're going to go down a ton of tricks, and if they double you, well, once you're doubled, you will not be happy. Well, that covers part 1 of negative doubles. I hope you enjoyed catching some of the basics, learning some of the ins and outs of the requirements. It takes a little while to get comfortable with these, but if you work at it, before you know it, you'll be fine with all of the differences between the negative doubles and the takeout doubles. So for our advanced BridgeHands members with Premium Ultra and Teacher memberships, please proceed on to our advanced members area. And for all of our BridgeHands friends, thanks for coming by. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. We'll see you again on Wednesday, where we cover part 2 of negative doubles. Thanks all. Have a good day. Happy trails.